to what's going on with this preacher. So I'm here at the TA. I was fueling up, right? So it's the TA, and I was there fueling up. And every time I fuel up, I always do a walk around of my trailer while I was fueling. Check the tires, check to see if any nails in the tires. I do all that kind of stuff, checking everything out, right? So then, as I'm walking around, and I did go on some mud today, picking up the load. A lot of these places where I go, they out there in the sticks, so I got to go down dirt roads to the shippers. So then I'm just walking around, I look at the tire, and it was kind of dirty. And I'm up here in South Carolina, they dirt is orange. So I'm like, man, I looked at it. I'm like, man, this thing is kind of wet. I look at my hub seal, and my hub seal leaking. So now they deal with my trailer, and I got to get a hub seal replaced on my trailer. So I was like, man, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Luckily, the shop, they didn't have nobody. They wasn't doing nothing inside the shop. So I was like, cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I need a new hub seal put on. Yeah, 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, well, cool. I could go in here and take my little 30-minute break while they're doing that, and I could be on the road. So it's one of these type of things is I'm looking at the situation between how the stuff that's going on with ICE and the trucks, how they really looking at these trucks doing these inspections all over the place. Like, I got one coming here, right? And then the lady, she just was checking my lights, my brake lights, and my turn signals, and that pretty much it. Where I'm coming from, where I'm going. And then I was able to go. So it was like a quick, 1 minute, 2 minute thing, because they had somebody out there looking at the brake lights and stuff. But, so that's why I'm being very attentive to looking at my trailer and doing all the walkarounds so I can see. Because my thing is, I'm trying to make sure everything is right. And sometimes they just do a walk around, right? You don't do a level 1. Sometimes it's just a level 2 where they just do a walk around to see if they see anything or hear anything. So that's why I always try to go and look at my trailer even when I'm fueling, so that way I can catch little stuff like this. And it was leaking. Now, and the funny thing was, because it wasn't leaking yesterday, right? But it's leaking today. It wasn't leaking this morning when I left the shipper. It wasn't leaking. I know it wasn't leaking because I have a mud flap that's coming out. So I put some zip ties on it to zip tie it to it, because I didn't want to get out there in the mud and change my mud flap. I do have an extra mud flap that I'm going to put on, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to put it on inside the dirt. I'll just wait. So I had put some zip ties to hold it up until I can get to put it on, right? So I know, and it's right there on that particular tire. So I know it wasn't like that when I was loaded up this morning. But when I fueled up, so the time between I left to now is about 120 miles, somewhere around there. So between 120 miles, I sprung a leak. And a lot of times you don't know, right? Because you didn't see some truck and trailers that they done lost the wheel on their stuff. They hub then caught on fire. It then burnt all out. Well, sometimes that's why you got to check. You got to check for leaks. You got to check to see if you're leaking, doing any leaks or anything like that. So sometimes you just have to do that. So be vigilant while you're out here, and make sure, even when you're fueling up, just do a quick little walk around of your trailer. Check everything out, because while you're fueling, you got plenty of time for a walk. Check all your tires. Open up your hood and check your fluids levels and stuff too. All right, y'all have a great day.